Hi everybody. I wanted to share with you ways to protect yourself from evil. There's a lot of different difficulties that we all encounter, and some of those are definitely something that can be avoided through proper prayer. So I'm sharing that with you today. So just some history. St. Michael, the Archangel, was credited with having ended the plague in Rome in the year 590. There was a procession that was organized that was headed by an image of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and everybody was invited to pray to the plague's end. During this procession, there was a vision of St. Michael the Archangel sheathing his sword, which signified the end of the plague. This, by the way, took place on April 25th. There's another similar apparition, but this time it's in Mexico in the year 1631, where people were also suffering from a plague. Again, a procession to end the plague takes place. And here, St. Michael the Archangel appeared to an Indian named Diego Lázaro de San Francisco and told him, "You will find a miraculous spring of water that will cure the people of their ills." And again, coincidentally, the date of the apparition is April 25th. And in this apparition, which was a little bit more extended, there was a well that was discovered through the guidance of St. Michael the Archangel. There's a lot of messages, and this is a very shortened version of it, but I'm going to share 3 of them. The first message from St. Michael was, make it clear to everyone that the illness you have suffered is the fruit of your disobedience. That is, when we disobey God, we make ourselves vulnerable to evil. The second point that I'd like to share, do not fear. These are the sounds made by the demons, thine enemies, because they know the great benefits that through my intercession the faithful will receive in this place from our Lord. We should all be aware that we have enemies, and those enemies are demons, devils that seek to harm us, to cause us suffering, and we need to protect ourselves from them. And then the last message I would like to share is this light that you have seen descend from heaven is the virtue that God in his divine providence gives in this spring for the health and relief of the sick and needy. And I would actually like to share with you the prayer to St. Michael the Archangel. It's short, but it's very powerful. So that's a good combination. The prayer says, "St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who wander throughout the world seeking the ruin of souls." I'd like to also share with you the offices of St. Michael the Archangel. So he's charged with, first, to fight against Satan and evil. Second, to rescue the souls of the faithful from the devil, especially at the hour of death. 3, to attend the dying and accompany them to judgment. And 4th, to be the champion of God's people. So why should you consider praying to St. Michael the Archangel? Well, if you're an atheist, I ask you, why not? It can't hurt. Perhaps it might gain some good. And there's always the secular belief in the power of good. If you're agnostic, then I would encourage you to just give it a try, since you already believe in the existence of God or some higher being. If you affirm Jewish traditions, then remember that St. Michael is the advocate of the Jews, so it would be good to pray to him. If you say that you're a Muslim, then honoring Michael as the Archangel of Mercy is acceptable. And if you claim to be Christian, then you ought to learn and practice your religion. There's a lot more. This is a very brief presentation. I only grabbed a few things here and there. So if you're interested, at that website, you could find a lot of more information. And thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something and maybe gained some benefit as well.